Nithyanandeshwara samarambam Nithyanandeshwari madhyamam Asmadacharya paryantam Vande Guru Paramparam. इस समय हमारे साथ उपस्थित सभी दर्शकों और भक्तों का मैं प्रेम एवं आशीर्वाद सहित स्वागत करता हूँ. I welcome all the devotees, disciples, Samajis, Satsangis, Sri Mahants, Mahants, Kotaris, Tanedas, Gurukul kids, everyone sitting with us through Nithyananda TV, Sadhana TV, Lotus News Channel, Janashri TV, Ishwar TV, and through two-way video conferencing, having Nayana Diksha in 32 cities, in many cities, many countries around the world. Cities sitting with us in two-way video conferencing, Devon UK, Hyderabad Gupta Kashi, Kulim Tiruttani, Los Angeles Arunachalam, Guadalupe Rameshwaram, Seattle Chidambaram, Ohio Prayag, San Diego Tiruvalavai, Devon UK, Tune Moon Hong Kong, Mill Valley Vairavan Goyil, Charlotte Sri Sailam, Dubai Vaidyanatham, Jureco, Mexico, Jures, Mexico, Hong Kong Sirgadi, San Jose Madurai, Kuala Lumpur, Parani, Oman, Sivagangai, Pobrad, Slovakia, Chicago, Srirangam, Austin, Bangalore, Malleshwaram, Dakota Dunes, New York, Varanasi, Singapore, Singapuram, Toronto, Kailasam, Austin, Newfoundland, Canada. I welcome all of you with my love and blessings. I welcome all the participants who are in San Jose, Madurai and Mill Valley, Vairavan Koil for the Kalpatara Darshan. Today, Sri Ramakrishna's Jayanti Mahotsava, as per the Vedic calendar, Ramakrishna's birthday. Ramakrishna was born on the second Tithi of Amavasya. So this time Amavasya came next to Shivaratri day. That is the reason today Ramakrishna's birthday is celebrated, and today is also a very important day in our movement, in our Sangha, Jivan Mukti Jayanti. So today we will be celebrating that great book which is born, released today, the Jivan Mukti, which naturally gets updated because I am alive and I am updating myself. The Jivan Mukti also gets updated. It's a powerful book, still one of the best books I have written. We are working on coming up with more and more volumes of Jivan Mukti Jayanti, and on this great day, auspicious day, fortunately today, Ramakrishna's birthday and Jivan Mukti Jayanti falling together. But actually Ramakrishna's birthday is observed as per the Vedic calendar. Jivan Mukti Jayanti we observe as per the English calendar. Today fortunately both coincided on same day. Anyhow, let us take this opportunity to revive our commitment to integrity. Please understand, if I have to condense the whole life of Sri Ramakrishna, the essence of Ramakrishna's life, I'll condense it in one word, that is commitment to integrity. He is such an embodiment of integrity. Embodiment of integrity, I tell you. Just embodiment of integrity. The words he gives, he will be so honest, respectful, and honor the word he gives. I have never read or heard any master who has this high degree of integrity like Sri Ramakrishna. I am not saying other masters are not integrated, but the degree, the frequency of integrity is too high with Sri Ramakrishna. That is why he had such a powerful Vaksiddhi. Even though he will not demonstrate many times, he had a powerful Vaksiddhi. That is why his words, ordinary, village, slang, colloquial words uttered by him are translated today in almost all the world languages, read by crores of people, guiding thousands of sannyasis. I tell you, in the modern history of Hinduism, he is the master incarnation who created, inspired, initiated largest number of sannyasis. This I can tell boldly, very boldly, with all my integrity. Neither Swaminarayan, neither Bhagavan Swaminarayan, nor Arya Samaj Dayanand Saraswati, none of them can cross the contribution of Sri Ramakrishna. The number of sannyasis he created, inspired, initiated, and still continue to inspire. Uncomparable, incomparable. So understand his contribution. Hardly in last 150 years, 1886, he left the body. 1836, he assumed the body, and 1886, he left the body. Just 50 years lived in the planet Earth. Physical form, in a physical form. 150 years, hardly. But unimaginable contribution. apart from the sadhus and sannyasis of Ramakrishna order, thousands of people have renounced their life in the name of Ramakrishna and live in their own places. Is the inspiration who can't be compared. For thousands of people is the spiritual strength. No one is able to create so many sannyasis, so many sincere seekers. His words are able to do that work, means understand the power of his vak siddhi, power of his words. And even I should be classified as a person who renounced his life in the name of Sri Ramakrishna because of Ramakrishna's inspiration. That is why, if you look back the history of our Sangha, first I named our whole Sangha only in the name of Ramakrishna. The first ashram was called as Sri Ramakrishna Dhyana Peetham. It was in course of evolution. Later on, it came to be called as Nithyananda Dhyana Peetham. The power of his words, still, its influence, his influence over all the modern day gurus, teachers, spiritual heads, religious heads, unimaginable. Being a householder, married to Sharada Devi, formally, but is one of the greatest avadutas, incarnations, produced by Hinduism in the modern day, and integrity to the words. Let us learn from him, from his teachings. One of the greatest master happened in India in the modern day. I'll move to the subject, today's Satsang subject. Today I wanted to expand on the importance of inner awakening. Please listen. Come to the space of listening. Whether you come to Kalpataru Darshan or Nitya Dhyana Yoga or Nitya Kriya Yoga, any program, all I am trying to do is awaken the power of your inner space. Please understand, just like your eyes have some power, it can see. Your ears have some power, it can listen. Each part of you has some powers, it can do that. Your inner space has a power. It can create what you want. Understand, anything you want in the life, you perceive in the life, you have in the life, starts with a thought. Whatever you think you have, whatever you perceive as your life, whatever you want to have, everything starts, please listen, everything starts with your thought. today in your life, if you are having what you want, or if you are having what you did not want, if you are having something completely opposite to what you want, all the three, you are responsible. Your thoughts are responsible. Thoughts are like seed. Your thinking style is the tree. The reality you have is the fruit. If you change your thoughts, your thinking style can be changed, and the quality of the fruit, which is your reality, can be changed. Listen, if I have to compare your life to a tree, the thoughts you cherish are like a seed, and the thinking style you develop is the tree, and the reality you are experiencing is the fruits. If you think you are having the reality which is hell for you, you created it. If you want the reality as you want, you can create it. Please understand, the moment I say you are responsible for the mess you have created around your life, I have a message for you. When I say you are responsible for the mess, I am not just giving you the bad news. I have a good news. The good news is, if you are responsible for the mess, you can just change it. You can change it. Understand, whether you have what you want, or you don't have what you want, or you have what you don't want, all the three space, your thoughts are responsible. Your thoughts are responsible. Your thoughts are responsible. Now, change your thought. Change your thinking style. Naturally, the result, the reality you cause will become different. Yesterday, almost 10, I don't know, or 12 hours, we had a meeting. 11 and a half hours. We had almost continuous meeting. After a long time, I am sitting like this with ashramites and the Sangha members. Almost 11 hours with Kotaris, Tanidars, Mahants. Thinking through so many things, doing so many things, planning for so many things. So many people were talking, so many creative thoughts, ideas. In this whole thing, some of the essence which I learnt, I don't know whether they all learnt from me or not, but I learnt from all of them some things. The first thing I learnt, everyone is struggling with the old patterns they developed, even if they know that patterns are not productive in their life. Even if you recognize the pattern is not productive, giving upon the pattern takes time. Second, only if you rewrite your future, the old will leave your future. Please listen. Your future cannot be empty. Either you take over it and rewrite, or by default your past will fill itself in the future. Either you wake up and start taking it under your control, and you write, you build, you develop, or it cannot be empty. What will happen? Your past is there, default. Like, till the next chief minister comes, even if this chief minister has resigned, he will be asked to remain in the seat till the next arrangements are done. Same way, your life is almost like a in-between government. Nobody wants it. Nobody takes decision. See, in India, if a chief minister resigns, till the election happens and the next chief minister is sworn in, the old guy will be asked to remain in the power. Same way, because you have not woken up and taken charge of your life, your past has been asked to be a default chief minister. Understand, wake up and take your life under your control. That is what I call inner awakening. Rewriting your future. It is possible if you know how the writing happens. Simply you can remove all the mess. Understand? If you are struggling in your life, in your health front, in your relationships, in your business, in your wealth, in your career, in any friends, it's very funny to see the human being's life. In every front they struggle. If you hear about any problem, you immediately imagine whether I have it or not. Then you think, I think there is a small degree of that problem with me also. If you hear about heart attack, you think, yes, I have little. Maybe soon I am going to get it. If you hear about knee pain, I think I am slowly developing it. If you hear about depression, oh yes, I have once in a while. Nowadays, it is once in 3 months, but I think by next year, in 2 years, it will become once a week. Any problem you hear, you want to have it. Understand? If you are struggling with so many problems, for example, you are struggling with 10 problems. In one, you may be successful. In one, you may be failure. Whether you are successful or failure, struggling pattern itself is a failure. Drop that very struggling pattern and rewrite your future. If you know how the writing is done, rewriting is possible. You do not need to know how you created the whole mess of the past. You just need to know the science of writing. That's all. So you don't need to edit, correct all that about your past. You don't need to struggle with it at all. Just learn the science of writing and rewrite it. Rewrite it. Rewrite it. Rewrite it. The science of rewriting is what I call inner awakening. Initiating you into that science experientially is inner awakening. And Kalpataru is nothing but giving you the first glimpse of that science. Kalpataru is the experiential initiation of that science. Whether you are successful in giving up your smoking or failure in that struggle, the very struggle itself means failure. Because even if you are successful in giving up the smoking, you will be struggling with the drinking, and then you will be struggling with the junk food. By then you will be struggling with your irritation pattern. Then you will be struggling with your anger. No need to tell, you will be struggling with your lust. Whether you win or lose, the struggling pattern is a failure. Life is not to be struggled. Life has to be transformed. I also have some more announcements. Soon, very soon, you guys can expect a diploma degree programs on Hatha Yoga, Raja Yoga, astrology, Vastu, on many of the sciences of Hinduism, Hindu cosmology. In many of these sciences you can expect diplomas, degrees. The classes will be personally conducted by Paramahamsa Nithyananda. We are already working on creating capsules. The different branches of Hinduism as programs and classes. We are working on creating capsules. Diploma and degree on Vedic psychology, diploma and degree on various sciences of Vedic tradition. soon you can expect. The Nithyananda universities in United States of America and Paris are getting very active, and Nithyananda Meditation Academy in Canada and Slovakia is also getting very active. Soon, very soon, you will be having various courses, programs, classes. The contact classes will be personally conducted by Paramahamsa Nithyananda. The teachers training for Kriya Yoga, Yoga teachers training, all those courses directly, personally will be conducted by Paramahamsa Nithyananda. And also the diploma degree in Vedanta, the various branches of Hinduism, Saiva Siddhanta, we will be having classes. I bless you all. Let you all radiate with integrity, authenticity, responsibility, enriching and causing eternal bliss. Nithyananda. Thank you.
Nithyananda Dhyanapitham, Nithyananda Nagar, off Mysore Road, Bidadi, Bengaluru. Phone 08027279999. www.nithyananda.org. www.youtube.com/Life Bliss Foundation.